Sure, why not? People want to hear my review of Saw X, despite me not really caring about this franchise. I've seen how many of this? I think there's 11 of these films, maybe 9 of these films. I've seen 3 of them. I've seen Spiral, I've seen Saw X, and I've seen the first Saw movie. So I'm the expert to talk about this. My name is Ben Friedman, film critic. Today I'm talking about Saw X, a film that I saw last week on Halloween, and I have some thoughts on this movie. Let's just kind of get into this movie. Saw X follows this character of Jigsaw. He's going for cancer treatment. He gets screwed. He then takes the people who screwed him out of all this money for this bogus medical treatment. He puts them in the world of Saw and his traps, and you know the rest from here. Saw X, here's what I'll say about this movie. Tobin Bell gives an actually surprisingly good performance as the villain of this movie. As Jigsaw, I thought his emotion was quite good in this movie. I think he did a lot for this. I think he's a very scary character, and he's also a very compelling character in this. They do a fun thing with this movie where in Saw X, they kind of transform him into the anti-hero. So he almost feels like this Punisher type. Now, the acts that he does are heinous in this movie, and I'll just fully admit it. The gore of these movies always disgusts me. The surgical elements of these movies. There's so many scenes in this movie that I just think are just absolutely disgusting and just not my cup of tea. I understand why some people would like this on a creative level and just the sheer imagination of these Saw movies. I kind of find them grotesque in pretty poor taste. Not saying that anyone thinks they're in good taste, but on an entertainment level, it's just not really my cup of tea. So that is playing in my review of this. However, what I will say about Saw X, and the reason that I even decided to make this review, is its final 30 minutes of this film actually like rock, and they rock hard. I'm not going to give any spoilers, but the just transforming this character of Jigsaw, kind of recontextualizing who he is, making him far more of the anti-hero. This whole plot twist that happens with these characters betraying and all this, like the levels of this film, the mental gymnastics that you have to get to for Jigsaw to be kind of the hero by the end of this story worked really well on me, and I thought it was quite effective. This movie is really just obviously inspired by David Fincher. They take time to the approach of the serial killer in Seven, the aesthetic, the grunge of this movie. And just full credit to it. By the end of it, it charmed me and it worked. I thought the final hour of this film rocks, and it does some really non-commercial things for a commercial blockbuster film. I don't want to get, again, I'll get into the light spoilers, so tread carefully. The aspect of bringing in this kid in moral peril and putting him in the Saw trap with Tobin Bell's character Jigsaw, and this whole betrayal that happens, and then everything that happens in the final act, and the twist and turns and the cat and mouse game, and you don't know who's on what side. It rocked. It was pretty cool, and I liked this movie. So you know what? By the end of it, it's not a film that I would say is by any means great. If you don't like these type of films, you don't like these type of films. I'll say as someone who doesn't really like these types of films, I thought this one was pretty good, and yeah, I can recommend it. If you're into this, you're totally into this movie, and I'm sure you love it. If you're not, the third act really works, and it pays off in a big way that I really like. So what else can I say? That's my review of Saw X. So thank you all for watching, and I hope you liked my review, and I hope, let me know if I should check out any of the other Saw movies. My name is Ben Friedman. Take care, and bye-bye.